Alright, this one we're going to look at making a center layout. You'll see this is very common in the pages on the web, where the web page comes in the middle of the page and there's spaces on the outside. Might be able to show you here. Here's a New Zealand Herald site, so you can see that, and you scroll down, there's spaces either side of the page and all the content is nicely lined up in the middle of the page. So it doesn't matter how big the page goes, the content is always in the middle. Alright, let's have a look at how we do this. This might be a little bit complicated, so a little bit of a step up here in terms of technical ability, but I'm sure you'll cope if you stick with it. Right, so here we are at the index page, and just in the style section, type this. This is a little tip I got off of a video. Ralph Phillips, who teaches on the internet, he's highly recommend his videos. Just setting a default style so that all the margins and the padding go back to 0, so you don't have issues with that. So try putting that on top of every page. Right, the next little piece of code we're going to need, not quite so little, it's this bit here. So hash container, a curly bracket to start, and then you need to pause the video and type these up. Right, well, welcome back. Let's go through them. The width is the width of the box, so we're going to put a box in the middle of the page, and it's going to be 900 pixels wide. Margin left auto and margin right auto, that centers it, so it automatically calculates how wide the screen is and puts the box in the middle of the screen. The border 2 pixels solid, and that's the border color, and the border radius, because you can have curved borders, a rounded rectangle, 25 pixels. This little thing here is for earlier browsers which don't run the rest of it, and you can have a box shadow. There's some issues with where the box shadow goes. There's only 3 there, so you might want to look up controlling the box shadow on the borders there. And background color is black, and the height is 1500 pixels. Right, let's have a look and see. Nothing's going to show at the moment because we haven't actually put the container on the page. So this is the style section for the container. Now, the actual box is what's called a div. So we go div like this, and then we go ID equals speech marks container. And what's that all about? Well, what's that saying is the div says you want a box, and the ID says you need to go up here, find something with a hash that says container, and that will have the style information for our box. So it comes down here, goes right, you want a box, div ID container, so you want it to look like container, it runs back up here, says container, and then does all that for you and draws your box. Don't forget to close your box right at the end of the body there, so you go close div. Let's go Control S and then cross your fingers and see if it works on the... Right, and it is kind of working. You can see the border, which happens to be orange for some reason, and you can see the box shadow, which is there, and it's going down to 1500, which is okay. The problem is that the background color of my page and the background color of my box is the same, so to make this middle part stand out, I'm going to go back to my page and change this outside color. Right, so I'm going to change the background color to white, go back into here, and look, you can see on the sides it's white now. Alright, good luck with that. Okay, so here's the cheat sheet. Pause the video so you can have this up. Remember, you need to go hash container and put all the information for your container in the style section. Then inside the body you need to go div ID equals speech marks container, and then close the div just before you close the body, and everything else goes in there. You don't have to use the word container, but obviously for the purpose of this video we did. You can call it whatever you want, box, whatever. You'll see container often used in the videos though. Alright, good luck with that. Look forward to seeing you work.